Welcome again to Marth and the Machines number 6. This time we'll have some more virtual reality tabletop, which enables us to show you a 35-point battle report with both hack and slash and awesome gun fu. As the subtitle already spoiled, it will be Dawn Lord Narciso Vyros against Lieutenant Alistair Caine, and they'll be facing off in the mosh pit. Enjoy! Okay, some words regarding the virtual terrain and forces. Since terrain is no longer covered in the scenario descriptions and up to the player's agreement, our readers and me decided this to be an excavation site. So the mosh pit really is a pit this time, which simply means that everything but the pit is one hill. We also have 2 buildings, a ruin, a water tower structure, a forest and some wards. It might be advantageous for shooters, but above all I prefer my virtual terrain to be plausible. And these are the guns of Cigna. Alistair Caine controlling a Stormclad and a Hunter, a full unit of Stormguard, Arcane Tempest gun mages with their dude, the dreaded Black 13th gun mage strike team, Harlan Verge and a Squire Toys R Us robot. My retribution of Bottle Cap consists of Dawn Lord Vyros controlling a Chimera and 3 Griffin light warjacks, 2 minimum units of Dawnguard Sentinels, both with unit attachment, since this is a tier 2 list, 1 with an additional Soulless Escort, and 4 Dawnguard Skiers. It's not the most sensible soul to spam, but why not? So, all melee, a lot of reach, weapon mastery and flank. Every trooper either regularly had 3 dice for damage or had the possibility to have them. I was planning on capitalizing on flank whenever possible. I win the dice roll and go first. In round 1 I give 1 focus to every Griffin. Keeping in mind that this was mosh pit and that the scenario would allow me to win at the end of my 3rd turn, I did not rush forward like I would have done with Cardor. My plan was to first advance, then in the 2nd turn seize the pit, in the 3rd turn feed and clear the pit of foes, and win. Looking at the other list, I knew that seizing the pit too early would put me on the silver plate to be shot up and then charged to death, like it happens in that other game all the time, trust me. So the Griffins don't run but activate fleet and move up. The Chimera also only moves. 1 Sentinel unit advances, then Vyros follows, putting inviolable resolve on the other unit, which does run, but just enough to seize the pit at its edge. The Skiers follow behind. In Cigna's turn, the Stormclad and Stormguard run, Caine moves, putting Deadeye on the Arcane Tempest gun mages and snipe on Verge. The gun mages move, Verge moves and tries to shoot a Sentinel, but is a little short. The Black 13th enters the forest, from which the Hunter puts a boosted round into the flanking Griffin, taking out the shield and a column. At the top of round 2 I figured 2 things. A. Dropping inviolable resolve kinda raises the Sentinel's arm against Harlan Verge's shots by about 3. B. 3/4 of my warjacks are currently outside of my control zone. I certainly suffered from a speed rush. I mean, they just walk the distance a Cadoran heavy runs. So I put 2 focus on the Chimera for Phantasmal Field, and I wouldn't need them anyway. Everything advances, keeping a respectful distance, trying to bait. Ever since Harlan Verge has Sacred Ward and the Black 13th Prowl, and the Hunter was no suitable target for Eliminator, I finished by moving Vyros and casting Hallowed Avenger on the Chimera. I was hoping for a charge at Verge, but it wouldn't work out. Cigna is on. First of all, the Stormclad is also out of Caine's control zone. It happens when you're used to Haley and the Squire. So he merely advances and shoots his generator blast at the Sentinels to no effect. The Stormguard enters the pit at its edge, something I couldn't fathom. He certainly would have reached me charging, or was he afraid of retaliation? The leader fires his blast but hurts no one. Harlan Verge shoots the Chimera 4 times, damaging the grid. Caine casts Deadeye on both gun mage units. The Black 13th go on and nearly take the Chimera out. The template is the Mage Storm AoE reminder, leaving only 1 box intact. The Hunter fires at the Griffin again, taking out the arm with the shield. The Arcane Tempest gun mages then fire round after round of Thunderbolt ammunition into the Sentinels, but only 1 of them is knocked down and not killed. Round 3, my turn and opportunity to win. The loss of my Chimera, well, it wasn't lost, but only barely so, hurt ever since it would not be able to benefit from my feat. I drop Hallowed Avenger. When a Sentinel died, the Chimera couldn't charge because its movement had already been crippled. So, and I forgot something else. The vengeance granted by the unit attachment. it would have been very beneficial. Serves me right for not putting more effort into proxy cards. Vyros Hawk's focus moves up, feeds and casts Eliminator but only kills one Stormguard. Anyway, I move 2 inches and cast it again, hit, and roll Snake Eyes for damage on the model directly hit, causing no losses. I was hoping for more of a very swoosh move that would take me right into the Stormguard. Lesson learned: when casting Eliminator, especially on Vyros' feed turn, use the remaining focus to boost the blast damage for rolls for more kills. Then I had the Griffin move towards the Hunter, but he could not engage him. The Chimera walked to engage the gun mages and gutted one with its working bladed arm. Then the right-hand sentinels charged, or rather those who could did, the rest ran and the knocked down fellows stood up and joined. Their attacks killed 2 gun mages and a Stormguard. One Skyer charged in behind them due to coordinated strike and killed another gun mage. The other 2 on this side spread out. The left-hand sentinels charged the Stormguard, killing 3. Then I activated one fully loaded Griffin and charged it at the Stormguard, killing 2 more. The last Skyer followed and hacked down another one, and then the other fully loaded Griffin charged the Stormclad because there were no better targets around and did a little damage. His turn. You know the way the battlefield looks, the distinct lack of orange color? 3 words, and I'm quoting Tin Man XL on this: Alistair Caine's feet. It started with the Hunter damaging the Griffin some more, then Harlan Bursch multifired the Chimera, destroying it and the Skyer behind it. The Black 13th killed 2 Skyers. The Stormguard moved and killed 2 Sentinels and their escort as well as the last Skyer with attacks and electro leaps. The gun mages moved, 2 close in on the Sentinels, stab them with their swords, and the unengaged dude shoots at Vyros, dealing 2 damage. The Stormclad shuffles around and damages the far left Griffin's field. Then Caine came in and did his best John Preston impression, killing all but 2 Sentinels who make the check, including both officers, so no vengeance for me. However, when he was about to shoot Vyros, empirical statistics came in to save my ass. He had rolled very good before, but now he started to miss, damaging Vyros but not taking him out with these shots. On my 4th turn, I allocate 1 focus to the far left Griffin. The right-hand Griffin advances on Bursch, jabs at him with the halberd but misses. The remaining Sentinel attacks the gun mages but misses. The other one was the surviving standard bearer. The left Griffin scoots around, tries to kill a Stormguard, yet fails, but all of that is negligible. The far left Griffin activates, fires up Fleet and moves. The Stormclad's free strike does deal damage but not nearly enough to take it out. Since I didn't run or charge, I also wasn't stopped in my movement, so the Griffin moves up behind Caine and misses him as he expected. It wouldn't matter for now. Vyros would show them how it's done. He charges Caine, and between the flanking bonus and 2 fully boosted attacks, Alistair Caine is cloven in twain. Vyros wins! In hindsight, this game taught me things. First, Vyros' style as a caster appeals to me. Second, using a 6 focus caster with 4 fast light Vortex does require more practice. Third, spamming Skyers is fun, but putting it to the best use needs some more practice. I will try to get that in before going around to change the list. I mean, a Phoenix should be tempting, but I should have enough weapon masters and flanking options on hand to deal with hard targets, assuming I have to take them out. If I were to include a Phoenix, I'd probably swap him in for the Chimera and the Griffin. That said, Caine's feat is close to gross, but a lot are, aren't they? Even Vyros' feat has potential. It should be possible to go semi-berserk with Jax while it's on. Kill a trooper, get a focus, buy an additional attack, repeat. The only thing that bugs me is that I don't have Invictus, mostly because I don't have the points. Vyros' tier feels completely awkward at this point size. But maybe that is a Dawnguard advantage. Your tiers are crap in a hat, so why even bother? The free UA is the only thing really worth it. The first does nothing on its own, +1 to starting roll is not worth freaking out about, +2 inches deployment. With the Elven speed and my Cardo experience, it's also not the new hotness. Cygnus tiers, and Cardos to be precise, seem downright perverted in comparison, and even they aren't, well, over the top. Still, I'm enjoying really heavy elves, and soon or later I will buy Vyros and 4 Skyers just for the sake of being able to. At any rate, I should have some more League games played for further issues soon. So until then, farewell.